हे गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल द इंजीनियर सिंह। आज हम क्वेश्चंस लेंगे फ्रॉम द टॉपिक डिफ्लेक्शन। क्वेश्चंस जो कि मोस्ट रिपीटेड क्वेश्चंस है एसएससी जेई एई एग्जाम्स के, वो हम लेंगे। चलिए शुरू करते हैं। जो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन अपने पास है वो है, इन ए conjugate beam method a simple outer support in the real beam is transformed as option A fixed support, option B hinge, option C a free joint, option D a simple support. इसका जो करेक्ट आंसर है वो है ऑप्शन डी, दैट इज अ सिंपल सपोर्ट। राइट साइड में मैंने एक चार्ट दिया हुआ है जिसमें एक पिन जॉइंट जो बीम है that converts into conjugate beam में पिन में ही कन्वर्ट होता है। यू कैन सी लाइक सिंपल ट्रिक है, थीटा एंड डेल्टा इज कन्वर्टेड टू shear and moment both, like in real beam theta should not be equal to 0 and deflection should be equal to 0, as it is shear should not be equal to 0 and moment should be equal to 0. ये both रिजेंबल करते हैं क्योंकि पिन जॉइंट में शेयर इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0 बट मोमेंट इज 0। एग्जैक्टली ये सेम का सेम रहता है। बट एंड ऑल्सो इन द केस ऑफ रोलर, थीटा इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0 बट डिफ्लेक्शन इज 0, बट शेयर इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0 बट मोमेंट इज 0। रोलर एंड पिन जॉइंट सेम रहते हैं। बट इन केस ऑफ फिक्स में क्या होता है, थीटा इज ऑल्सो 0, डेल्टा इज ऑल्सो 0 एंड थीटा इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0 एंड डेल्टा इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0। ये उसी केस में पॉसिबल है जबकि ये फ्री हो, तभी जो v है वो इक्वल टू 0 होगा, m इज इक्वल टू 0। ये दो कंडीशन तभी सेटिस्फाई होगा। अगर ये फिक्स हो जाता तो v इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0 एंड m इज ऑल्सो नॉट इक्वल टू 0 एंड यहाँ पे थीटा इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0 एंड डेल्टा इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0। ये ओनली पॉसिबल है जबकि फार एंड जो है वो फिक्स रहे, तभी शेयर नॉट इक्वल टू 0 होगा और मोमेंट नॉट इक्वल टू 0। वेरेज अगर इंटरनल पिन है तो थीटा द स्लोप इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0 बट डेल्टा इज 0, तो ये तभी पॉसिबल है, शेयर तभी नॉट इक्वल टू 0 होगा जब एक इंटरनल हिंज है बट इंटरनल हिंज में मोमेंट इज 0। फॉर नेक्स्ट वी हैव इंटरनल रोलर। इसमें भी सेम इंटरनल हिंज में रिप्लेस होगा कॉन्जुगेट बीम, और अगर इन केस ऑफ इंटरनल हिंज है तो थीटा और डेल्टा दोनों एग्जिस्ट करेंगे, मतलब नेक्स्ट में शेयर भी एग्जिस्ट करेगा और मोमेंट भी एग्जिस्ट होगा। तो इंटरनल हिंज में मोमेंट 0 हो जाता है, तो इन दैट केस इट विल बी रिप्लेस बाय अ इंटरनल रोलर। वेरेज स्लाइडर जो है वो सेम स्लाइडर में ही रहेगा। लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। आप चाहे तो इसका स्क्रीनशॉट लेके रख सकते हैं। जो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन अपने पास है वो है, ए बीम simply supported at both the ends of a length L carries two equal unlike couples M at two ends. If the flexural rigidity EI is constant, the central deflection of the beam is given by option A ml square by 4 EI, option B ml square by 16 EI, option C ml square by 64 EI, and option D ml square by 8 EI. I'm not going into the derivation. इसका स्टैंडर्ड रिजल्ट है जो आपको याद रहना चाहिए। द करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन डी, ml स्क्वायर बाई 8 EI। जो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है अपने पास वो है, EI d cube y by dx cube for a beam represents option A deflection, option B slope, option C moment, option D shear. From the pure bending we know that m by I is equal to f by y is equal to E by R is equal to d square y by dx square, that is the deflection। बट उसको अगर एक बार हम डिफरेंशिएट कर दें, that will become d cube y by dx cube which is equal to dm by dx, and differentiation of moment gives shear. The correct answer is option D, that is shear. Moving to the next question we have, the deflection of a beam may be reduced by, deflection of the beam may be reduced by option A है increasing the depth of the section, increasing degree of end restraint, option C increasing width of the section, option D any one of the above. Deflection किस में वेरी करता है? Deflection depends upon the flexural rigidity, that is EI. जो EI है, अगर आई बढ़ जाए, दैट इज द सेक्शन मॉडुलस अगर बढ़ जाए, तो जो डिफ्लेक्शन है वो रेजिस्टेंस बढ़ जाएगा. सो इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन विथ as well as in the depth and also at the end restraints. So the correct answer is option D, any of the above. Moving to the next question, we have slope at support of a simply supported beam of length L with a central point load W. So स्लोप, एक सिंपली सपोर्टेड बीम में स्लोप कितना आ रहेगा? ऑप्शन ए डब्ल्यू एल स्क्वायर बाय 16 ई आई, ऑप्शन बी डब्ल्यू एल क्यू एल स्क्वायर बाय 24 ई आई, ऑप्शन सी डब्ल्यू एल स्क्वायर बाय 8 ई आई, ऑप्शन डी डब्ल्यू एल स्क्वायर बाय 12 ई आई. सो ये स्टैंडर्ड रिजल्ट है, मैं अगेन डिराइवेशन में नहीं जा रहा. इसका ऑप्शन जो आंसर करेक्ट है वो है ऑप्शन ए, दैट इज डब्ल्यू एल स्क्वायर बाय 16 ई आई. एंड वेयर एज डिफ्लेक्शन, जो सेंट्रल डिफ्लेक्शन है वो रहता है डब्ल्यू एल क्यूब बाय 48 ई आई. सो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन वी हैव, so point out the correct matching. Cantilever beam under a point load at a tip, WL cube by 48 EI. No, this is wrong. Cantilever beam under UDL, WL cube by 480 EI. Yes, this is correct. Under UDL, sorry, this is not correct. Wait, let me check. Simply supported beam under a central point load, WL cube by 384 EI. No, this is not correct. Simply supported beam under UDL 3WL to the power 4 by 384. This is also not correct. Yes, cantilever beam under UDL is option. This option is correct. This is WL to the power 4 by 8 EI. Whereas the slope is given by WL cube by 6 EI. This is the correct answer. So the next question we have, for a cantilever beam of length L carrying a triangular load of intensity W at the support and 0 at the free end, the slope of the free end is given by WL cube by 24 EI. Option A, option B WL cube by 48 EI, option C WL cube by 8 EI, option D WL cube by 12 EI. This is also a स्टैंडर्ड रिजल्ट है जो आपको याद रहना चाहिए. सो इसका जो करेक्ट आंसर है वो ऑप्शन ए, दैट इज WL cube by 24 EI. So moving to the next question, we have a concentrated load W acts at the center of the simply supported beam of length L. If the load is changed to uniformly distributed load over the entire span, the ratio of the maximum deflection under the concentrated load and under the uniformly distributed load is. So in case of simply supported beam, the deflection, the central deflection is WL cube by 48 EI. Whereas in the case of UDL, the central deflection is 5WL cube by 4 by 384 EI. So here we can see the for simply supported beam we have WL cube by 48 EI, whereas for UDL we have 5 WL cube by 4 by 384 EI, where W naught is the UDL, which can be converted into the load, standard load equivalent of simply supported point load, which would be 5 WL cube by 384 EI. Taking the ratio, we have the answer 8 by 5. So the correct answer is option D, that is 8 by 5. Moving to the next question, we have deflection of the free end of a cantilever beam having a concentrated load W at the midspan is. So this is a very good question. So here we have point load W is acting at the midspan of a cantilever beam. So we'll have the two deflections, delta 1 and delta 2. For L by 2, the deflection for the standard result is WL cube by 3 EI. So WL by 2 for this portion, half of the portion of the beam, that is cantilever beam. So WL cube by 3 EI, which gives us WL cube by 24 EI. For the second portion, from this triangle, we can take tan theta, which is this is perpendicular by base, we can get this delta 2. So since the angle is very small, so we can consider tan theta is equal to theta c. So theta c also we know that for a point load theta for cantilever the slope is WL square by twice EI. So we get WL square by 8 EI. And again for delta 2, tan theta is equal to delta 2 by base. So delta will be theta multiplied by this line. So delta 2 is theta c multiplied by L by 2, which gives us WL cube by 16 EI. So the total deflection is delta 1 plus delta 2. So the final result is 5 WL cube by 48 EI. So the correct option is option C, 5 WL cube by 48 EI. So moving to the next question, we have uh, the maximum deflection of a simply supported beam of effective span L and subjected to a central load W is given by. So for a simply supported beam, options given are WL cube by 8 EI, option B WL cube by 24 EI, option C WL cube by 48 EI, and option D 5 WL cube by 384 EI. Simply supported beam for a central load W, the correct answer is option C, WL cube by 48 EI. Whereas in case of UDL, the correct answer will be option D. That is 5, sorry, it will be 5 WL to the power 4 in case W is UDL. Whereas if it is converted into the load, point load, equivalent point load, then it will be 5 WL cube by 384 EI. So the moving to the next question, we have uh, a cantilever beam is shown in figure. Find the magnitude and direction of the moment to be applied at the free end for zero vertical deflection. So for a point load, let's see the solution first. So for a point load, the deflection due to 9 kilonewton load will be TL cube by 3 EI. So we have 24 by EI downwards, whereas for a moment it will be ml square by twice EI. So this must be 0. So that means the deflection due to moment must be equal to the deflection of the point load. So equating both the equations, we get m is equal to 12 kilonewton. So the correct answer is 12 kilonewton per meter clockwise. So moving to the next question, we have a rolled steel joist is simply supported at its end and carries a uniformly distributed load which causes a maximum deflection of 10 mm and slope at the end of 0.02 radian. The length of the joint will be option A 10 meter, option B 12 meter, option C 14 meter, option D 16 meter. So let's see the solution. For a UDL, we know deflection is given by 5 WL to the power 4 by 384 EI, where W is the UDL, and also slope is given by WL cube by 24 EI. So we have the deflection, we also have the slope, so we can replace WL cube by 24 EI. So replacing, we get the answer as L is equal to 16 meter. So the correct answer is option D, that is 16 meter. Moving to the next question, we have the ratio of the deflection at the free end of a cantilever due to an isolated load at 1/3 and 2/3 of the span is option E 1 by 7, option B 2 by 7, option C 3 by 7, option D 2 by 5. So if the load P is acting at 1/3 of the beam, the deflection at the free end, so again we can divide it into two part, delta 1 and delta 2. So for delta 1 it will be BL cube by 3 EI, and for delta 2 we know this theta, again from this triangle we can take tan theta, and this will be the slope multiplied by this length. So delta 2 is for slope we have PL square by 2 EI and into this length. So we get delta 2, and the sum the question has asked the ratio of the deflection. So delta A divided by delta B, we get the answer 2 by 7. So the correct answer is option B, that is 2 by 7. So moving to the next question, we have the deflection of a uniform circular bar of diameter D and length L, which extends by an amount E under a tension pull W when it carries the same load at its midspan is. So when a bar is simply supported, we know the deflection is given by WL cube by 48 EI, and since the section is given, we can find out I. We know for a circular section it is pi by pi by pi to the power 4 by 64, and whereas E is also, we know that E is equal to WL cube, since the expansion of a unicircular bar due to same load W, the standard result is WL by AE, where the area is known, that is the circular area, pi by 4 into d square, and whereas I is replaced by pi d by 4 by 64. So replacing this entire term by E, we need to substitute this value as E in this equation. So we can just separate out and replace this term by E, and we can get the answer, that is EL square by 3d square. So the correct answer is option B, that is option C, that is EL square by 3d square. So moving to the next question, we have uh, the maximum deflection due to a uniformly distributed load W per unit length over the entire span of a cantilever of length L and of flexural rigidity EI is option A WL cube by 3 EI, option B WL to the power 4 by 3 EI, option C WL to the power 4 by 8 EI, option D WL to the power 4 by 12 EI. So the correct answer is option C, that is WL to the power 4 by 8 EI. Moving to the next question, we have the deflection of a beam may be decreased by increasing the depth of the beam, increasing the span of the beam, option C decreasing the depth of the beam, and option D increasing the width of the beam. So in this question, option A is also correct and option B is also correct. So thanks for watching, guys. Support us by pressing the like button, and if you do want to get notified for any video updates, you can just click that subscribe button for free subscription of our channel. Thanks for watching.